So now when we are learning AngularJS services, the next service which we are going to learn is $timeout. As you can see, in that same sample, I have added a new HTML page with the name service timeout. And inside this, using the same kind of module and controller, I have written some code. If you see, I have two parameters inside my controller function, that is $scope, which we always use, and the another one which we are using is $timeout. Before I explain this code, name suggests that this $timeout is actually a service which is going to work based on some time-driven period. It means in this particular $timeout service, you can give any particular logical code which will execute in a timely manner. If you see, with the help of $scope, I'm creating first one simple property with the name milliseconds, which is initialized as 0. Inside the same controller, I have a function in which I'm incrementing this milliseconds property to plus 1000. And every time I'm going to call this countup function with the 1000 millisecond time interval. So the logic of this $timeout service is going to work that this will take which function we need to call and with the interval. Every time after this interval, this will again continuously call this countup function. And that's why just to initialize the startup counting, I'm calling this thing outside this function. Every time this one is going to call countup function, and this is going to work that thing in a loop kind of thing. To display this particular values, whether this function is working or not, as you can see, I have a simple UI in which we are just displaying milliseconds property in the expression. If I run this thing, this will give me a continuous increment in those values. Let's check this thing in the browser. You can see it started with 0, and every second is just showing me the incremented 1000 value in that particular property. Now, in my code, I'm using this timeout function very simply, but this $timeout service is useful anywhere when you want to do something in a timely manner. Thank you.